it seems like every time the Aces play the um the New York Liberty, it's a problem. Something's going on. Obviously, the first game we completely obliterated the Liberty. However, a couple of things have changed since that first game, in my opinion, and none of it is blamed on the Aces' complacency. For those of you who don't know that just coming in for the first time, this is RC Talks About Basketball. This is my sports basketball channel. I want to welcome you in, ask you to like, comment, subscribe if you would like to, and let's get right back to it. So yeah, the New York Liberty have seemed to kind of figured us out. If they're making shots and we aren't making shots, well, that spells trouble for us because defensively, we aren't buckling down. The Liberty should have been up yesterday's game in the Commissioner's Cup final. They should have been up 16 to 18 at halftime. We were so lucky to have a 2-point lead, and that for me, that gave me a little reason to have, some nerves because I said we're only up by 2 points and we shouldn't have even been up. And for one, Candace Parker is obviously missed. And Candace Parker is not missed against the teams that are, not that great, or the teams that we can just figure out how to win and beat, how to beat, just by stepping out on the court and bringing half of our game. We can defeat most teams, but the Liberty are not most teams. In some ways, they are our equal. In fact, they very well could be our equal. And to see last night's game, to watch us fall apart, I'm not going to lie, I felt a little dejected. But, a lot of hours have passed since the game, and I'm just sitting here now just thinking, like, what do we do? Obviously, I saw that we signed Elena Coates to a third 7-day contract. And, that's all fine and dandy, I suppose. But hopefully we figure out who's going to be playing that can be the most effective down the stretch. And, we kind of lack bench depth. And, me saying kind of is basically saying like we essentially lack bench depth behind Alicia Clark. And if Alicia Clark isn't playing up to par, then what do we do? It's not so much a bench issue because a lot of teams don't have a deep bench, but our starting five is missing Candace Parker, and it's not me making any excuses, but the fact of the matter is, without Candace Parker, we lack height. We lack a big with versatility who can rebound, pass, and shoot. And so it causes more problems than we thought. But it don't cause problems against other teams. For the most part, it causes problems against the New York Liberty because Jonquel Jones, she's gotten healthy. And you can see it, that Jonquel is ready to play. She is ready to do her thing. Jonquel Jones is ready to do her thug thizzle. And you can just see that. And Breanna Stewart, you're not going to stop her from getting hers. And she's playing more team-oriented basketball than ever while she's still doing her thing to get her points at the same time. And if Sabrina Ionescu catches fire, which isn't hard to do, as we saw in the second half, is lights out. And Maureen Johannes, every time she touched the ball, I'm in fear because she's just a tremendous knockdown shooter. And so this is a team that's formidable. You're not even seeing like Stephanie Dolson and Benaz Delaney playing at their best, potentially. Not even yet. So I worry because we got to give more than A'ja Wilson, guys. A'ja Wilson, she got off to a nice start, in my opinion. She did get off to a nice start, even though both teams got off to a very rocky, funky beginning. Nobody could, hit the side of a barn with a water hose. It was just that bad. But I sit here today, and as I think about the Aces, we need to either go out get a veteran player with a little bit of height to him, and hopefully they can help us out. Somebody like a Tina Charles. And I'm not the biggest Tina Charles fan, but somebody like her could really help. And if you're not going to go out and get that, then you need to sign a versatile young guard or forward, like somebody who just wants to go out and get theirs. And apparently this team isn't interested in keeping that kind of player because they let Ashley Jones go. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Ashley Jones would be the savior, but you need somebody to come off the bench that's green enough to throw caution to the wind and try to get you some buckets. Because Kirsten Bell, I love her, but when the light shine the brightest, where is she? Where is she at? We all know Sydney Colson is not on the team for offensive or defensive purposes. So you got a roster spot that probably should be taken. You're missing Raquana Williams, who ain't played the lick all season and has gotten in trouble. Times like these, I hate to say it, but times like these, you really miss De'Erica Hamby. As I sit here and look at it, we're not invincible. We aren't. We are not this invincible team that is just going to not have any issues at all. I mean, clearly, we look amazing against most squads. But the truth of the matter is the Liberty, they tend to scare me because they are not these other teams. They got players with experience, players that have been to the W finals. They got some markswomen that can just shoot the ball out of the gym. And they are not to be taken lightly. And they are sizzling hot, the hottest team in the league. And if we don't hurry up and heart check ourselves, if we aren't going to get any incoming help, if Tina Charles isn't coming, if we aren't going to sign anyone else, we got to look down deep, give ourselves a heart check, ask ourselves, do we really want to repeat as champions? Because the last stretch of the season could go fine, and this could come back and bite us in the butt later on, because you keep giving the team confidence. What do you think is going to happen when you face them in the finals? Do I still believe? Yes, I still believe. I have no reason not to believe. The season is still going. The playoffs haven't even begun yet. We got the championship pedigree, I like to say. Jackie Young has been there, done that. Asia Wilson has been there, done that. Kelsey Plum has been there, done that. And Kelsey, as well as others. Chelsea, when your shot ain't going in, drive to the cup. What's wrong with the basket? There's nothing wrong with it. Get to the rim. Get fouled. We don't have the height that New York has, so you got to be aggressive, and that's pretty much all I got. Hopefully, we win tomorrow's game, because it's big. It's big for confidence reasons. I don't care that we are the defending champions. Some games you just got to have them, from a mentality, and just mentally, you just want to have that mentality that, hey, if we win tomorrow, the season series will be evened up 2-2. So, even though they won the Commissioner's Cup, congratulations to the Liberty. That's all fine and dandy, but our goal is the ultimate goal, getting another championship in Las Vegas. The Aces going back to back. So hopefully we can just focus, lock in as a team, get motivated based off of these last two horrific losses to the Liberty, and we can just bounce back, because we need to bounce back. We should bounce back. And Asia, it's just time to have a great game again. You just got to go out there and set the tone. Can't let them set the tone. You got to play hard, and hopefully Kia Stokes can give us some of the greatest defense ever, because offensively you lose a lot with Stokes, because Candace Parker is such a better offensive player by miles than Kia Stokes, so they don't really have to they don't really have to pay as much attention to Kia Stokes, because if it's not a layup, you know, she fumbled the ball one play the other day. I mean, just yesterday, and it's like she wasn't prepared. So yeah, the Aces, we just got to be better. We just have to, and we can, and we will. But right now, I just give all the credit to New York, because they really are just they on a roll. They really are on a roll. And Sabrina Ionescu, she is something incredible, guys. She really is a great player. And you know, I see a lot of similarities between her and my favorite player, Caitlin Clark. And you know, Caitlin Clark has not got to the WNBA stage yet, so I don't want to do no comparisons, but I definitely can see a lot of Caitlin and Sabrina's game. And Sabrina can also do a few things just a little bit better than Caitlin. But of course, she's an older, more established player, and so, you know, all respect to that. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here and just hope that tomorrow the Aces get a victory. Game will be on Prime, so, you know, we'll do a little pregame. With that being said, I just want to drop this video about the Las Vegas Aces and just kind of what I hope to see, what we need to see, and just talk about kind of the state, the mindset of the team, losing a game to the Liberty, losing the Commissioner's Cup, and just trying to bounce back. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.